Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Today we'll be going over 5 things you should know before you go into an airport. So the first thing that you should know before going to an airport is that you should be wearing comfortable clothing. Some examples of this could be wearing sweatshirts, hoodies, or loose t-shirts, something that's not going to be in the way when you're trying to get to your flight, because you don't want nothing interrupting the flow of you getting to the place that you need to be. When you go through TSA, they're going to make you take off your shoes anyway. So you just want to make sure that you have something that could come off very easily. Maybe like a pair of Crocs, pair of sandals, or something loose fitted so that there's no hassle when you're going through TSA, because it's intimidating to be waiting in line and you have people behind you waiting for you to take off your shoe and things like that. So just to remove that whole thing, just come in comfortable clothing, and it's just a plus when you get to the plane as well, because it could be cold or however the temperature may be. It's just better to wear comfortable clothing.
Another thing you should know before going to the airport is to get there early.
The reason why we say this is because getting there early will help you prevent any sort of mishaps or anything that might happen before your flight. You never know what could happen. Your flight might be delayed or something might happen, and so it's just best practice to get there early.
Yeah, I like to be there 5 hours early, but that's just me though.
Another thing that you should consider before going to an airport is just overall luggage safety. A lot of things can happen to your luggage while you're in the airport, and so what we advise you to do is to buy a lock for your luggage. You can't really trust nobody in the airport. There's many different types of people there, and so it's just best to just protect your stuff in your luggage and just get a lock for that. Tie a rag around your luggage so that you can easily distinguish your luggage from others. This will be especially helpful when you are retrieving your luggage after your flight, so you don't get mixed up with anybody else's.
Another thing you should do is take advantage of a backpack. Some airlines let you take a backpack for free. So what I would do, I put all my clothes and essentials in the backpack. Like, I know it'll be bulky and stuff, but then I save money from buying a whole luggage. I just store in like 2 weeks worth of clothes inside the backpack.
And that way you won't have to worry about weighing your luggage and paying that extra cost. So again, this is exactly what both of us did when we went to El Salvador. So we didn't have to pay nothing for luggage. We just took our backpacks on with us and we had all the things that we needed there.
I would recommend a travel backpack, like a big one, so you can fit as much stuff as you can. For me, it was a little bulky, but it was worth it. Save money.
Yeah, it was definitely bulky for both of us. But at the end of the day, again, like he said, you want to save the money. It's just not worth taking a big luggage if you could fit everything into one backpack. So another thing that you need to know before going to an airport or just booking a flight in general is just to check your passport. The reason why I'm saying this is because passports have expiration dates. And I made the very big mistake before going to El Salvador and not checking my passport. So there's a big rule out there that we were not aware of at the time, that your passport cannot be expired in less than 6 months. But fortunately, there's still some countries out there that still allow you to travel if your passport expires in less than 6 months. And that just so happened to be the case for us when we traveled to El Salvador. But I just wanted to let you guys know, because this is not something that we were aware of at the time. And so just please make sure that you check your passport's expiration date before you go anywhere.
The last thing you need to know before going to the airport is to understand the timing of the flight.
The reason why we mention this is because there are some flights that take off at 11:59 at night. And this might be a little bit confusing because you might be thinking, okay, well, I guess the flight is going to take place the following day. When in reality, that is not the case. And this is a mistake that a lot of people make. And so when it says 11:59 on your ticket, you are supposed to be in the airport that day, around 5 hours before, preferably, so that you get there early and that you don't make any mistakes. And your flight will leave that day at 11:59. Just to make sure that you're not getting mixed up with any sort of timing with your flights, just make sure that you understand everything completely and you double check your ticket.
Thank you for watching.
And make sure that you apply all these tips that we said throughout this video when you travel next time.